The Tony Awards are this weekend, so of course we had to call our man of the stage, Patrick Riley.
And he's gonna tell us who he thinks will walk away with a statue at Broadway's biggest night.
It's the big night.
It
I'm
is
so
the big
excited.
night. Look at this wall. It's
And
even
I
more
love this
exciting.
wall. You guys give me the best walls
sure
ever.
Because you give us the best info ever.
There you go.
So
Thank
let's
you.
get to
Let's
it.
get to it.
Let's go.
Jump right in.
Let's jump.
Best musical, Bring It On, A Christmas Story, Kinky Boots, and Matilda are all nominated.
They're all nominated.
But who will walk away with the big statue?
Who's going to
on
walk
Sunday
away?
night?
I'd like to say that I wish Motown the Musical was nominated. It is not. I wonder why Bring It On the Musical is in this category and Motown the Musical is not. But what I think will win,
Okay.
Kinky Boots.
Kinky Boots.
Really?
And not just because I love to say it, but I really think that it is going to do well. Now, it's worth noting that Matilda the Musical has sort of inherited its way into the Great White Way from London.
Okay.
It won the Olivier, which is the equivalent of the Tony in London for the West End.
Right, exactly.
So I think that has a little chance of being a predictor.
So it might have some momentum.
A little momentum there, but I do think that Kinky Boots is the exciting one. It's the one that everyone is talking about,
Exactly.
and it's the one that is different. It's set apart because it does feature a drag queen and a man.
Nice red boots, apparently.
Absolutely. And a wonderful pair of kinky boots.
All right, well, let's
Helps.
move on to Best Play. The Assembled Parties, Lucky Guy, The Testament of Mary, and Vanna and Sonia and Masha and Spike. Vanna and Sonia and Masha and Spike is actually one play.
Absolutely.
And they're all up for awards.
And that's a mouthful. It's
It
worth
is a
adding.
mouthful. So who will walk away with the grand prize?
I think it's going to be Lucky Guy.
Really?
And
it better be. Tom
it better
Hanks is
be.
Making $150,000 a
He
week.
has to earn his keep, but it's also worth noting that's Nora Ephron's last play that she actually didn't get to see, make its time on the Great White Way. So I'm excited to see him win, and it's good when Hollywood can come into this very special place called Broadway and turn it around in a way that people are impressed by.
And
And,
there may
and
be-
Tom Hanks has done very good by the critics and
Yes.
by the box office.
So he's worth the money?
I think he is so far, and I think once he wins, it will help everything else do what it needs to do as far as the box office for Lucky Guy.
And Nora Ephron was such a beloved figure. So
absolutely.
the Tony, award.
It's a great-
What do you call them? What do you call them?
The voting
The voting
academy,
academy.
if you will,
Right.
or the committee,
The committee,
if you
voting
will.
committee.
It's I think she is beloved, and she's beloved in Hollywood, but not just for her films, Sleepless in Seattle, and all those great films that she did, the romantic comedies.
Yes.
But she's done some wonderful plays as well. So I'm excited to see Tom Hanks walk away with Lucky Guy.
Okay. Now, which ladies are you excited to see walk away for lead actress in a musical? There's a big list, and although you said Motown wasn't up for the other category,
Yes.
we have one of your favorites in this category.
Absolutely. One of my favorites is Valicia LeKay, and she portrays Miss Rhonda Ross's mom, Diana Ross. And I hope for what I find to be a lacking number of nominations for Motown the Musical, that we can walk away with this one because she really plays Diana Ross.
She really plays
Hear me. And when I interviewed Diana on opening night, it was so great to hear her say to me, "I'm cute," meaning Valicia LeKay is cute as Diana Ross. You get what I'm saying? And so I
Now
knew
that's cute.
that
I like
is
that.
cute. So
Yeah.
I knew at that point, with the smile on her face and with the tear stain down her eye, that she really did enjoy Motown the Musical.
So
she even
it's
went
got
back
the
with
Diana
Rhonda.
stamp of approval.
It does.
Okay.
It does.
Tell us about some of the other people. Stephanie Block, Carol Lee Carmelo,
Well, I'll
and
tell-
Patina Miller.
The other one who may likely win is Patina Miller for Pippin.
Okay.
And we spoke about
right,
that.
right.
It's her first time in the role of a man. This is the role that Ben Vereen won the Tony for in
Absolutely.
'73.
Yes.
And so I think that, and Patina has won some of the pre-Tony Award awards,
Lead-up
some of the
awards,
Critics
yeah.
Association awards and such. So she could win, but I'm rooting for Valicia LeKay.
You're rooting for her. Okay,
Absolutely.
Well,
Like
that.
hope your root goes a long way.
I hope so. I
All
hope
right,
so.
let's talk about lead actor in a musical. The nominees are Bertie Carvel for Matilda the Musical, Santino Fontana for Roger and Hammerstein's Cinderella, Rob McClure for his turn in Chaplin,
Yes.
Billy Porter for his turn in Kinky Boots, and Stark Sands, I can't believe that's a real name,
Yeah.
but Stark Sands also for his turn in Kinky Boots. Two questions. Can two people from the same musical be nominated? I didn't know that. For
Well,
Best Actor.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so, and next, will that help or hurt their chances of winning?
Two people can be nominated because in this case, the two leads are two men. There is the straight man who is the son of the shoe factory owner.
Absolutely, yes.
And then there is the drag queen who he befriends early on in the piece, and they join ranks so that they can basically save this shoe factory and turn it into a fetish footwear factory.
Yes.
Hence the kinky boots.
And
so
the drag queen is named Lola.
Yes, absolutely. It is
Yes.
worth
Check
noting.
Absolutely.
And now,
Yes.
do you have a pair of kinky boots? I digress.
Oh, I do.
I digress.
But this is a family show.
It is a
so
family
we'll move
show.
on.
So what I will say to you is that I do think that two people can be nominated. I do think that two people nominated may make for a split.
Okay.
And as a result, Bertie Carvel, Matilda the musical, will win. And he's in a gender-bending role as well, playing the headmistress of this school of girls. And and his character is a woman. So it is worth noting that there will be a gender-bending win, but it won't be Kinky Boots. I don't think it will be Billy Porter, and I love Billy Porter so much. But I just think because he and Stark are nominated, the vote's gonna split. I do think that.
All right, well, let's split those votes, but what's going on with the lead actress in a play? Because I'm rooting for Cicely Tyson in this one, because we got to give, she's 80 years old, 80-something, we got to give her, you know, will she go home brokenhearted, or will she take home a win?
Well, it's pretty clear from my earlier prediction when I was on last time that I want Cicely Tyson to
That's
win.
true.
course.
You do.
I'm rooting
but
for
will
her.
She win?
Yeah.
I think the industry is
Different story.
rooting for her,
Okay.
but I think it's also worth noting that Laurie Metcalf, who we know from Roseanne, she was Roseanne's sister.
That's right, I
She's
remember.
in The Other Place.
Okay.
Her role is really strong. It's just sad that it happens to have been on a year where Cicely Tyson is on the Broadway stage. I think Cicely Tyson's going to walk away with it.
What about
for Trip to
Christine
Valley
Nelson?
Well,
Any help with
these
that?
are all great folks
Right.
for Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike, the mouthful
Right,
that
I
that
know.
is.
Exactly.
But I think it's between Cicely and Laurie, and I think Cicely is going to reign supreme.
Well, fingers are crossed on that one.
Okay, so last category, best performance for a lead actor in a play. Tom Hanks for Lucky Guy.
Yes.
Nathan Lane for The Nance. Tracy Letts for Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Yeah.
David Hyde Pierce for Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike. That is a mouthful.
Yes, it is.
And Tom Sturridge for Orphans. Tom Hanks is making $150,000 a week. He better walk home with that Tony, right,
Something.
Patrick?
I'm feeling like Tom Hanks is going to walk away with this one. It is worth noting that Nathan Lane has gotten a lot of raves and support for his portrayal in The Nance.
And he is a Broadway
He
favorite.
is a Broadway darling, as we like to say.
Yes.
But I do think this is Tom Hanks' award. He's going to earn his $150,000 a week Sunday night.
Wow.
All right.
And the Tony Awards is going to probably earn a better rating once Tom Hanks walks on that stage
Really?
and
That's
takes that
another one.
award. It's
That's good.
something to.
I wonder if that's why a lot of the plays are trying to enlist a lot of these celebrities to be in their plays, not only for ticket sales, but for big awards as well.
It helps because you know the Tony Awards don't always do as well as say the Oscars or the
Right.
Grammys. It's considered sort of a niche industry.
Yes.
We love it, we celebrate it, but it is sort of a small community. So when you can sort of bring in some attachments from Hollywood, it helps. And trust, even though Motown the Musical is not nominated for Best Musical, Motown will be represented in that.
Okay,
I'm sure
we
they
get
will.
it. We
Sunday.
get it. You
Okay.
earned your money for Motown.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Condola Rashad
yes.
is also up for an award for
we're
Trip to
excited about that
Bountiful.
one.
Will she walk away with the grand
I
prize
think
that
Con-
night? Will she be making an acceptance speech?
I think Condola Rashad is going to win. You know, she was nominated last year
Yes.
for Stick Fly.
Stick Fly.
We know that she's been announced as a co-star in Romeo and Juliet. And so I really feel like this is Condola's time. I feel like she's made, but she's earning her make.
Yes. Oh,
and
she's
I
so
think this is
talented.
her moment. I really
Yes.
do.
She's
Good for
definitely
her.
a young
Condola
one to
Rashad.
watch. Condola
And
Rashad.
think about it, generationally speaking, Cicely Tyson winning in the lead, she winning in the featured role.
That would be huge.
Be a beautiful moment.
That
That
would be
would
nice.
be a
Beautiful moment.
A
Well-
nice passing of the baton. of sorts.
Absolutely.
Well, hopefully they get it. But what about some of the snubs? You don't have to mention Motown. We
Yeah,
already know you
we
think they
know.
were snubbed. But who
We
else
know.
was snubbed for a nomination?
You know, there were a lot of Hollywood stars. Bette Midler did not get nominated
Oh, that's
for the
true.
Sue Mangers
I forgot all
piece.
about that.
Sigourney Weaver is in. Sigourney's in which piece is she? Oh, she's in that mouthful.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
she is.
right, right.
She's in the
Vanya,
mouthful.
Masha.
Absolutely.
Blah, 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 blah.
She was not nominated as well.
That's
Alec
unfortunate.
Baldwin was not nominated. So a
All right,
lot
but
of stars.
His Broadway play closed
It
early.
actually closed
It
early.
closed early, so
So
he
a
wasn't
lot
gonna
of
be nominated,
stars
yeah.
are not nominated who did come into the Great White Way to sort of show their
Their
power power.
They're two different mediums, though.
It's
That's what people don't understand. The stage is
very true.
far different than the big screen.
It's different, and it's also marketing too. It's how are you going to marry those Hollywood players into this niche audience and into this niche world?
Well, speaking of how will Neil Patrick Harris do on Sunday
Yes.
night? I mean, this guy can't quit a hosting gig. They
Right.
just
He's
keep
so
throwing
good.
them at him.
This
So-
is his 4th time as host of the Tony Awards. Angela Lansbury has done it 5 times, so he's going in for the kill.
Okay.
But he promises that there's going to be something for everyone. There's going to be animals, children, drag queens, and
Okay.
abs.
Really, abs. Now, do you
This
think
is
he'll
what he
sing? Because
promises.
he loves to sing.
Neil is a great singer. He's a great music theater guy. It's worth noting that he's so busy being a parent of his twins.
His twin
He's
boys.
got the great hit CBS show How I Met Your Mother. He's got Smurfs 2 coming out next month.
my gosh.
And is still taking the time to be the hardest working man in show business by hosting the Tony Awards on Sunday. I think it's going to be a great, great telecast.
Well, we'll all be glued to the screen to see if your predictions come true and to see who takes home
Please.
a statue.
I'm going to be checking off all of my great predictions on Sunday night.
Okay, well, thank you,
Patrick. Thank you
Patrick.
so much
As
for being
always.
here. Always such good information.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
And we want to know who you think is going to take home an award. Tweet us at AriseTV360.